Look, if we're gonna do this, let's just cut the bullshit right now. People look at me today, they see the plaques, the money, the stadium tours, and they think they know shit about my life. They think Slim Shady was just some clever fucking marketing ploy. Like I sat in the boardroom and said, yeah, let's dye my hair blonde and piss everybody off. No, man, that shit wasn't a gimmick. That anger, that was real. Before the anger, it was just pure, blinding panic. Growing up, we bounced around so fucking much. Missouri to Detroit, back to Missouri, back to fucking Detroit. It was a joke. You're in a school for 2 months, you don't know nobody, and I was this scrawny, quiet little white kid who just wanted to read comic books. I was a walking target. I got the shit beat out of me constantly. Shoved in lockers, stomped in the fucking bathrooms, nose broken, just for breathing. When you live your whole childhood getting treated like a fucking punching bag, you start to feel like you don't even exist. Like you're a fucking ghost. But then my Uncle Ronnie, man, Rip Ronnie, he was everything to me. He brings over this tape, Ice Tease, Reckless. I put the headphones on and my entire fucking brain rewired itself. It was the first time anything in my life actually made sense. Hip hop didn't pack up its bags in the middle of the night. It didn't lie to me. It didn't beat the shit out of me. It was just there. So I became obsessed. I used to sit in my room reading the fucking dictionary, literally just reading the dictionary end to end, figuring out how to bend words, how to make syllables match that had no business rhyming. That became my weapon. I couldn't fight you with my fists, but put a fucking pen in my hand, I will murder you. I will embarrass you in front of everybody. But Detroit ain't a joke. Trying to come up in the battle scene, going down to the hip hop shop on 7 Mile. I'm this skinny white boy walking into a room full of black dudes who are out for blood. I got booed, I got laughed at. They wanted me to fail so fucking bad. But I kept coming back, I had to. And Proof, God rest his soul, man, Proof was the only one who really looked at me and said, nah, this kid is nice. Proof was the mayor of Detroit hip hop. He dragged my ass into the center of those ciphers and made me spit. He gave me the balls that Marshall Mathers didn't have. Then Haley was born. And suddenly, it's not just about trying to be a dope MC anymore. I'm a fucking father. I'm working at Gilbert's Lodge, cooking food, washing dishes, dealing with asshole customers, just trying to get enough money to buy diapers. And they fired me right before fucking Christmas. I had absolutely nothing. I was living in a mobile home, freezing my ass off, and I just felt like the biggest fucking loser on the planet. I ain't gonna lie, I thought about ending it. Just checking the fuck out. But I had this one last shot, the Rap Olympics in LA. I went out there, spit my heart out, made it to the finals, and I fucking lost. Second place. I wanted to puke. I thought my life was over. On the way out, I just handed my Slim Shady EP cassette to some kid from Interscope. I figured, well, fuck it. Back to the kitchen. I had no fucking clue Jimmy Iovine was gonna hear that tape. I had no idea he was gonna take it to Dr. motherfucking Dre. When they flew me out to meet Dre, I was terrified. I showed up in this bright yellow tracksuit, looking like a giant fucking banana. This is my idol. This is the god of West Coast hip hop. He puts on this beat, the sample that became My Name Is, and I didn't even think. I just stepped to the mic and said, hi, my name is. We recorded that hook in like 2 fucking minutes. Dre looked at me and that was it. He didn't give a fuck that I was white. He didn't care about the politics. He just cared that I could spit. After that shit dropped, the explosion was a complete mindfuck. I went from getting eviction notices to being the most famous, most hated motherfucker on the planet. Slim Shady was my armor, you know? Shady could say all the twisted, sick, sociopathic shit that Marshall was too scared to say. The media, the pop stars, the politicians pointing their fucking fingers at me, I wanted to piss every single one of them off. Because where the fuck were they when I was getting my head bashed in as a kid? Where were they when I couldn't feed my daughter? Fuck them. But that level of fame, it's a trap. It really is. You get the money and the platinum records and you realize you're still the same broken ass person inside. I couldn't go to the fucking grocery store. I had lawsuits out the ass. My family drama was playing out on MTV for the whole world to watch. And then Proof got shot. When Proof died, I died. That was it. He was my rock, my best friend, the guy who kept my head screwed on straight. When he was gone, I just snapped. That's when the pills really took over. Vicodin, Valium, Ambien, Methadone. I was eating them like they were fucking M&Ms. I wasn't even trying to get high anymore. I was just trying to numb the pain. I was swallowing handfuls of shit just so I didn't have to feel anything. I was hiding in my house, ballooning up to over 200 pounds, hiding from my kids, hiding from the world. In 2007, I overdosed. I woke up in the hospital with tubes in my fucking arms. And the doctors told me I was 2 hours away from a body bag. My organs were shutting down. I had to learn how to do basic human shit all over again. How to walk, how to talk. But the scariest part, I couldn't remember how to rap. My brain was so fried from the drugs, the neural pathways were just completely fucked. I would sit with a pad and a pen and nothing would come out. I couldn't piece the puzzles together. I had to reteach myself how to rhyme. Elton John actually helped me a lot during that shit. He'd call me, check up on me, talk me off the ledge. Getting sober was the hardest, most excruciating shit I've ever had to do. But I looked at Haley, I looked at Elena and Stevie, and I knew I couldn't be a coward. I couldn't leave them with that as my legacy. Now, man, I'm just fucking grateful. I'm grateful my brain still works. I'm grateful the real hip-hop heads stuck by me through the messy shit. I don't rap for shock value anymore. I rap because I'm a student of the game. I rap for the sport of it, trying to catch that perfect pocket, that absolute flawless syllable scheme. The anger, yeah, it's still there. But I control it now. It doesn't control me. I survived Detroit. I survived the bullshit industry. I survived my own fucking head. And when I'm gone, all I want is for people to say I respected the pen, I gave hip-hop everything I had, and I was a good fucking father. The rest of the noise, they can take all that shit and shove it.